Jawnuhthun again, doing a second playthrough, this time for No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle. Now I just finished the first No More Heroes for you guys, and I'm going to jump straight into the second one. And the first thing you'll notice is there's a deathmatch mode, and what that is, let me go into it real fast. Loading. It's a boss match. It's set up like a fighting game, but it's a boss rush mode, and you are, well, now you know what all the bosses look like, but we'll get to that later. Probably shouldn't have did that first, but oh well. The second thing you'll notice is I put way more time into this one already, because I love this one even more than the first one. A lot of people don't, a lot of people prefer the first, but I prefer this one in every way. And the third thing you'll notice, there's way more save slots. There's not just 3 this time. You'll see that I have multiple finished playthroughs, one on the hardest difficulty, one on middle, and a bunch on the easiest for some reason. Well, there's 2 on mild, but my most recent was on easiest. I can't remember what I started that one for, but I might just go straight into that. And one more big difference about this one, and you can't see it, is it has classic controller support, so I don't have to sit here and waggle the Wiimote and nunchuck the whole time I'm recording. Alright, now we're back on the right track. Started a brand new game under one of the finished saves, so we're still on New Game Plus since this is only the second playthrough I've done. Makes it a little easier for me personally. Oops. Trying to find a mic setup where you don't hear the fish tank as much. Tried to fill it with more water, but you still hear it.
Giant corporations, rampant city development. The assassin's underworld has become a commodity. A chance for profit and entertainment for the masses. But shadows from the wilder days.
It's Colonel Campbell there, Mr. Paul Iding.
A man who slashed his way to the top, then walked away, has become an urban legend many even doubt was real. Here, the strong devour the weak. The weak kneel before the strong.
You'll probably notice right away it's a lot darker and more serious.
And in this mass-produced savagery, one truth is constant. With each
Executive Director, Suda 51.
I will have revenge.
Desperate
Struggle. No assassin can ever walk away from that. He must draw his beam and stand against the madness. This is Travis Touchdown's Desperate Struggle.
You'll also notice it looks a lot nicer, which it should, being 4 or 5, 3 or 4 years after the first one, when it came out anyways. And the star doesn't bounce anymore, it just spins faster. Then right away get thrown into it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the easiest difficulty again, just because I'm not used to doing this stuff yet, this recording thing.
I'll never forget. That night, for the first time in 120 years, snow fell on Santa Destroy. It was a sign. Another change, both beautiful and deadly, was coming.
Now, I didn't look at it in the first one, but the E3 trailer shows him fighting a guy that looks exactly like him, which is he in and of himself. It's basically a Cloud Strife wannabe.
It's called fashion.
Good old Matthew Mercer.
Travis, touchdown. This place bring back any memories? It's only where
You don't know who Matt Mercer is? He's
all those
a pretty cool guy. He's
now why would I remember
current
that?
voice of Leon S. Kennedy. At least he was in Resident Evil 6. He's the current voice of Kanji Tatsumi, taking over for...
Don't you remember the man you fought here?
No. Can't say I do.
Taking over for Troy Baker. Sorry, got distracted
Must have
there.
been crazy weak.
You insensitive prick! You killed him and you
Stupid
don't
heater
even
kicking in
remember.
and everything.
You know how humiliating that is?
Really gotta figure out a better setup so you don't hear all that background noise, but for the first few playthroughs it'll probably have that, and I apologize.
Got no chance of winning this.
I'm talking over all the dialogue, I apologize for that too.
So worked up and
And
when you saw
I
the
have
Lord hell, tell him
the
he's still a dude.
wrong weapon equipped, because this guy, you actually do want to use your starting one. Because otherwise, if I can remember which button it is. I think it's left. There we go. Because he was designed for this one. And you'll notice I don't have insane amounts of health in the New Game Plus like I did for the first. I don't remember the controls for Classic Controller, I'm sorry. This guy's pretty easy. The dark side step, if I remember, is a lot harder to do in this one too. I might switch over to Nunchuck and Wiimote because I'm not used to this at all. And you'll see the tiger's still down there. But you also have that weird red thing that I mentioned in the first playthrough. Oh no! Yeah, let's see if this just goes straight into it or if I have to do anything. Alright, I switched over to the nunchuck real fast. Wanted to play in that because it's easier for the setup, but it's not easier for my memory. God. Sniffling in my eye itches because I fed the fish, and the mealworms they eat causes my allergies to act up. I know that's... And I'm doing even worse. Okay. Wow, what is wrong with me? Let's go. Alright, there we go. Those are more fun on the nunchuck anyways. Alright. Mid-fight cutscene. These happen pretty much in between every mission. They're a little weird cutscene you get. And you may or may not notice what's happening here. We'll see if he hurries up and gets there. Go through the door already, guy. Taking your time there, Travis. I mean, guy we're not supposed to know is Travis, but you can still tell by his wristbands. I wonder who that is. Like it isn't obvious. Come on, it's Sylvia. This is pretty much all these cutscenes are. You get well, you don't have a choice, but you just stare at her chest while she's talking.
I know, because you never say a word. It reminds me of the ocean.
Yeah. These are weird.
Calm breath,
Really weird.
like the faint sound of waves. You know, I used to love the beach.
Should never forget.
So what should I tell you this time?
120 years.
It was snowing today. It's strange what triggers our memories.
Slight jiggle physics. Come on, guys.
At night,
It's
for the first
not
time in 120
necessary.
years, snow fell on Center Destroy. It was a sign. Another change, both beautiful and deadly, was coming. Blanketed in white, the city never looked so beautiful.
Lost his mind.
But anything so pristine must be
Alright.
cursed. White turned to red,
Are you sure?
and he lost his mind.
Alright, right away I get in. I don't know what those are called. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And my battery's running low. You'll notice I don't have unlimited battery. That isn't in this game. No, it's not all I got. You'll notice there's reflections in that puddle too. Something most modern games don't even do. Oh, come on. There's 3 chests. You'll notice the pizza is no longer pixelated, which I personally don't like as much. The pixelated had more charm to it. And he's pretty much done. Boom. Got him. Skelter Helter. The one in the E3 trailer was Helter Skelter, which you should know is reference to a Beatles album, which is reference to Charles Manson. And he's decapitated. So clearly he's dead, right? Yeah, see, it even says Skelter Helter dead. The reason they put him in is after they saw the E3 trailer and didn't get to fight him in the first one, a lot of people were a little disappointed. And you'll notice through this playthrough there's a few bosses that are that way. Well, more like a couple, but there's a surprise from one of the bosses. And confirming that the woman in the white in that last cutscene is Sylvia. They zoom in on our chest here too. And they spelled her name wrong in the subtitles on the first one. It was S-I-L instead of S-Y-L. It's weird.
Is that it? You gotta be kidding. I haven't seen you in 3 years, and
This is
that's
the
the
best.
welcome I get?
Love it when they break
How about you
fourth
fill us
wall.
in on everything that's happened since the
That's
last
what I'm most
game?
excited about for the Deadpool movie. It looks
Right?
pretty funny. And I hope they break the fourth wall a lot like the comics
There are
do.
people starting from the sequel who don't care about continuity, you know. Besides, it would take forever.
Funny part about this is, in Japan there was a special Hoppers edition which came with a graphic novel type thing, a small little comic, that did fill in the gap. Nothing really happened though. I've read through and looked at some
Was the
fan
51st
translations, and
ranked
it's not
assassin, since you
not
believe
anything worth
that it
seeking
is
out,
you
really.
51st.
Unless you're in the perverted picture
You
of
are
all
right to
female
fight in
like
the
characters,
ranking battles again.
because there's
How about it?
what they call an erotica
I'll
novel.
do anything to climb back
It's
on top.
messed up.
Because trust
Just
me,
all the female
the
characters in
views
lingerie.
very satisfying.
Hold on. Why would I
Anyways,
have
I
to
stopped
start
talking over the
with rank
dialogue.
51 this time?
More competition. The last game's success made us
Bribing him again.
trendy.
Yeah, but I already fought my way to #1 before. Shouldn't I get a special fast track to the title fight?
No, but you will get a special prize.
Shut up. You can't bribe me this time. I've already tasted those goods.
But just a day.
Yoga?
This time, you'll get the 5-course meal.
5 course?
Oh god.
Wait, I don't get what that means.
Did you know I am a yoga
That comes back
master?
later in a hilarious way.
You don't say.
Are you familiar with any yoga positions?
Like, downward dog?
The dog can do all sorts of things. So can the cobra, the rabbit.
Cobra? Rabbit? Like, together?
Oh, what?
Hold on.
But he's decapitated.
Oh, yeah! I'm in it to win, baby. #1, here I come!
Hey! We're not done yet. I've got a message for you.
Oh my, he is still alive.
Pain in my ass. Why aren't you dead yet?
Such blind arrogance. Like the naked emperor.
Seriously? I cut off your head?
Travis! You are the loser. This fight was only part of our plan.
Our plan?
I said I'd avenge you killing my brother, didn't I? Well, who's been a brother to you?
What?
Travis. Don't think you can kill without suffering consequences. To kill someone is not simple.
What's he gonna do?
One must risk their entire being in order to destroy another's. Up until now, you've had it easy. I've taken the curse you gave me, the shackles of revenge, and I'm throwing them back on you. Now
Nice.
it's your turn to be burdened with another's death. It has destroyed me, and it will destroy you too. This is
Zoom
the
into his
ultimate vengeance.
pixelated, wee-textured eyes. I missed the bouncing star. Okay, this is where it gets real dark. Remember the guy that brings you the bike in the first one? You didn't really get a good look at him, but he mentioned him at the very beginning in the intro of the first one. Well, he was basically Travis's best friend. Then these guys come in.
Irashamase. I was just, doing inventory. Help you find something?
Yep. Won't be getting any beefhead video
Nah.
calls.
We're just here to collect.
Travis.
Because there's a good chance that place isn't open anymore after that. Desperate struggle. Now you do get to kill those guys later, but they aren't bosses. They're basically targets for the assassination side missions. It's weird. I don't know. But yeah, you can hold A to speed that up, and this is your winning thing instead of the Star Wars stars and warp speed thing. Sure, I'll save. I'll save it on a new one. Yet another new one. Now I'm only at 57 hours instead of 59. Oh no. Oh well. By the end of this, it'll be past that. Maybe caught up, I don't know. It's not a very long game either, just like the first. Weird intro. What's in the bag? It's dark. Real dark. And that is messed up. Oh boy. What an intro, everybody. Back to another one of these things.
The heavenly dust returned to its maker.
Clanking
leaving in its
swords.
place a blanket of sadness that covered Santa Destroy. Then the sun returned, and with it, deafening gunfire and clanking swords. The battles.
Come on, people. Don't gotta zoom in there all the time.
Demons disguised as men, running wild in an orgy of ultra-violence, as if to purge their souls of the hatred that blighted them.
Travis is getting serious.
I have set up the next ranking fight.
Where are you? I don't care.
Do you though?
What it is. Just
Do
give me
you?
someone to fight.
You sound passionate. What's gotten into you?
Someone killed
And another big difference you'll notice. I get to walk around, and there's Sheen.
At Burger Souffle.
Hey, kitty. And closet. Do I have anything interesting? T-shirt. Let's see. Now, the way you get shirts in this one is basically from buying them, because I mentioned it in the playthrough of the first game. There's not an overworld this time, which for most people is good. For some people they complain, which I don't understand, because they complained about the overworld in the first one. Then they complained it got taken out. You can't please these people, so whatever. So far I'm not liking any of these shirts. At least not enough to change them to them. You'll notice I have a lot. Yeah, I like that one. What? Did I already have it equipped? Maybe. Jackets, old school, Mad Rebellion, Cybercell, give him a purple jacket, a yellow jacket. Casual. No jacket? I think I'm gonna stick with this classic red this time around. But do I want old school or do I want casual? I'm gonna go with the casual. Alright. Back, pants. I don't think they have the blood-stained ones that I liked from the first one. Nah. I'll go with the Mad Rebellion, which are already equipped. Sunglasses. Wow. Yeah, let's keep those. Wristband, you get to change the wristband this time too. I don't think any of them are as cool as the regular. I like that one. Belt. Let's see. Yeah, I like that one. And you can change your shoes. You can change his shoes. Dude. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the ones I have. Actually, let's go with Mad Rebellion and make it match a little more. Yeah. Let's do that. And you'll notice I can't open the weapons because you always have them equipped now. You see him dangling from his belt there. It's awesome.
Perfect.
You can look at the shelf, which has wrestling moves. I already have them all unlocked. Basically, you get a magazine after certain boss fights, and you can learn a wrestling move from reading them. And I just spilled his nasty tissues everywhere. Television. There's another minigame, another video, and the E3 trailer. We might take a look at the video later. Maybe even the minigame, but I don't know. And here's your other big change coming up after this load screen. I've already mentioned it, and I just re-mentioned it, but there's no overworld. It's a map now. Side jobs are right there. You have the hotel, Airport 51, Naomi's lab, which I didn't go to in the first one, but it is where you buy your weapons and upgrades from. Ryan's gym, that's where you train. It's no longer Master Ryu. And that's pretty much it. That's the clothing shop. That's where we just came out of. And this is our target goal, where we want to go first. And it should take us straight into a cutscene. Yeah. We'll go ahead and keep this episode going until we beat the first real boss. So it'll be a little longer. You got the intro and the first mission in one. You can clearly tell it's a lot more serious already.
You mean your best friend?
By the way, his glove is one of Jean's glove, his half-sister from the first one, the very last boss. Well, last story boss, not the hidden other boss.
Calm down. You shouldn't make this personal.
Boom.
It is the quickest way to lose a battle.
This isn't a battle anymore. It's a mother
Pizza bat.
war.
Fine. It makes no difference, really. The mastermind behind Bishop's death is the owner of Pizza Bat. This building, most of the city, he is the head of the corporation that runs it all. Jasper Bat Jr. And as fate would have it, he is also the #1 assassin.
You better not be lying.
It is a fact. The object of your
50th
revenge is
ranked
waiting
assassin.
at the top of the ranks. Wonderfully convenient, don't you think?
Of course he does.
There's a new hotel.
Of course he
on the
is.
beach. The 50th ranked assassin is waiting for you
50
there.
others.
By the way, that Junior owns that hotel too.
He really is everywhere, huh?
Better
Alright.
hurry. There
Now
are
for
50
another
other
one of
fighters
these.
trying to kill him. You have no time to waste.
Just sit back, Sylvia.
I don't know how to feel about these. They're good for backstory, but they replaced the introductions the bosses had in the first one, where they told you about themselves. Now she tells you about them. You still get an intro cutscene for every boss, but it's not as interesting. So the bosses are a lot less memorable, but I still love them.
He'd only found success because of strong financial support from the new mafia, who used his pulpit to gain support
That's a
for their own
secret.
agenda. Many believed he was just a tool of an up-and-coming gangster.
My God.
But the real goal that drove him
Buddy.
was a secret.
I don't know why I do that a lot. And ranking battle, going straight for it. Taking its sweet time. Microphone making too much noise. And I'm gonna go ahead and switch back. Oh, I forgot how to do it on the Wiimote. No, I think you hit 2. Yeah. Switch back to the duels, even though I'm not supposed to have them this early. But I like them the best, so we're just gonna do that. Make these guys a lot easier. You'll notice this game's a lot more stylish, other than the realistic pizzas, which stand out too much. Yeah. Oh, and I get cherries already. It's not basically the same as the first one, only you don't have to swing the Wiimote every single time that you get them dead. You just kill them, and he just goes for it. And your timer is the fire on the tiger down there, which, it's harder to read than the main thing, or the timer thing that the first one had. Cut his head off. Get this guy. Come on, man. You two, go away. Gotcha. And it's letting me progress. You can break these for the fun of it. There's no point to it, though. Oh yeah, there's a helicopter out there, and it's trying to shoot me. Roll, Travis, roll. Gotta link it up in here. Only unlike Link, he doesn't go faster. He just goes a little bit further with each roll. We all know Link goes faster when he rolls. Come on. He's not breaking pots, he's rolling around the fields like an idiot. You're a joke. Alright. The thing I like most about the duels is the battery doesn't drain as fast. But it does still drain. You can still charge it. And I love that sound when it's fully charged. Had it for my ringtone for a long time. Right now I currently have the Shenmue message thing, where his little notepad pops up. The weird ding thing. It doesn't sound anything like it, but you know, if you played Shenmue, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, then why? It's a great game. At least the first one. The second one's still okay, but not nearly as good as the first in my opinion. Still not stopping me from getting excited about the third. Back that thing fast. And I spent way too much on it. But we're not discussing that here. Now, if Suda did a Kickstarter for No More Heroes 3, I would back that in a heartbeat, and I would spend even more. I would be broke for that. Not even joking. God, cherries all over. This is crazy. All the things I could get, I get cherries 3 times already. This lyrical music is pretty good. I love the music in these games. Loved it in the first one, and this one's no different. In fact, I'd say this one has an even better soundtrack. Alright, let's get these guys. This song is amazing, by the way. It's like a remix of the original theme. Yeah, ecstasy gauge increase. That's basically that tiger down there, how he's outlined in a white thing. If I press minus, I believe, it gives me like a little power up where I'm faster, and basically the cherries. I might use it here in a little bit, but not right now. I don't want to waste it just yet. You do fill it up on your own. Just every time you kill an enemy, it fills up faster, but you can fill it up instantly with those chests as well. Speaking of cherries, what the hell is going on? Oh, there he is. I don't know how I missed him. Almost got cherries again. Did you see that? It's crazy. And you notice this one's red. That's because it's a boss. But where's the saves? It's in here. You just don't have an icon now. And the music stops. And you come back, and it starts right back up. It's awesome. Boss number 1. Here we go. Irish Blackman. Throwing his hose at me.
Travis touchdown.
And they are done for.
I see the rumors were true.
I don't know who's talking about me.
Frame rate is dying in a cutscene.
Listen to me, Your Highness. These rankings mean nothing to me. Neither does my sect or the mob. My only true calling was to clash swords with you. That's why I joined this contest. I was starving for a worthy foe.
Then you're in luck. Because I'm as worthy as it gets. And I've got a shit ton of anger to work out.
That's what I like to hear. This is it. This is what I've been praying for. I'm weary of this gilded world. Oh, glitter, no soul. Save me from sorrow, crownless king. Thy sword and thy wrath will deliver me.
You should
Love it.
go easy on that crazy punch.
Alright. Nathan Copeland, everybody.
We'll go do as divinity commands.
Really, Nathan? Missiles! I'm supposed to roll away from those. But I made the mistake of not rolling. Can't remember if certain beam katana is more powerful against him or not, because sometimes the normal one's more powerful, like the intro boss, but I think it's just him. I think. I could be wrong. Because I think these are pretty much your go-to for everybody else, except for a couple. Now you do have uses for the others, like one of them gets longer the more hits you get in, and the other one's faster, but its battery drains really quick. It's basically the one I used throughout the first playthrough, first game. Now he drops that, and those shoot lasers, and those explode. This usually happens separately and not all at once. And I need to recharge because they're completely dead. Yes. The next step is... I don't know if I'm even going to get to that step. Because he's pretty much done already. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to. But basically... those red carpet things going in crosses in the middle... they turn into conveyor belts and drag you towards that chandelier that drops on you. But I didn't get to that, so that's cool. It's easy to dodge, you just roll out of it, or run out of it. Yeah, you get a little finisher every time now. It's pretty cool. Nathan Copeland, dead. Okay. Nathan Copeland is dead. And now we spin this star on Travis's face. And there's Sylvia with her fake organization, which you'll find out soon is no longer fake. What?
Congratulations on a fantastic fantastic victory! You are now ranked 50th!
Just
Yeah,
49
gotta
left.
avenge
This
poor
is gonna take a
Bishop.
while.
He had nothing to do with it.
Spectacular!
Better hurry. Like you said, I don't want anybody getting to that bat bastard first.
Look at you, Travis.
Blew my mind.
Violence is
Awesome.
the only way you can express yourself, no?
Oh, I'm in the zone, baby.
Speed up.
Nothing's gonna hold me back.
I like it. He looks like he has a bald spot on the back of his head. That's really weird.
Can't fucking
He
wait.
doesn't. Why did they do that? Save. And we are off. Now you'll notice you start at rank 51 this time instead of rank 10. There's 51 bosses. No, there's not. There's not 51 bosses. Oh. That would be insane. Yep.
Who am I killing?
Gotcha. Alright. Here we go. Our second full playthrough. No More Heroes 2, Desperate Struggle.
Gotcha.
We are in it.